Namaste. I welcome you all to the exhibition Deities of Nepal. This exhibition has been conceived to present various forms of deities in various genres that Nepali artists present, namely the traditional, the folk, the contemporary, and as well as the diverse mediums of stone, wood, metal, painting, and mixed mediums as well. So I'm going to take you to the first gallery, where we start with the concept of creation after destruction. The creation, according to our philosophy, Eastern philosophy, started with the light and the sound of the Om, and here we start our gallery tour. This gallery has various artworks representing the concept of light, the concept of the five elements, which we refer to as the Pancha Tattva, as well as the formation of the Om, and then the Pancha Tattva again here, as well as the Brahma, Vishnu and Mahesh, who are the creators, the preservers and the destructors of the world. These various paintings show us how Nepali artists present the concept of the Om, the five elements, Pancha Tattvas, in various forms of art. We now move to the next gallery, which is the representation of the universe, and how the Nepali artists present the various planets and the mandalas in the planets in various forms of art, like the contemporary, the traditional, the folk. This immersive experience of the planetary system is made so that visitors can immerse themselves in the environment of the paintings as well as the mural art created in this room. This immersive environment then moves to the mandalas, which are the representations of the universe, and then there is a painting representing various mudras of deities, and an interpretation panel has been presented so that visitors can look at the interpretation of the various mudras and understand the deities in their various forms, performing the different kind of mudras. And now I'm going to show you the gallery of various presentations of Ganesh in metal, in wood, in paintings, both traditional and contemporary. This gallery is the gallery for Vishnu and Shiva. Vishnu with his various incarnations, beginning from the Kurma avatar, that is the tortoise, where he saved the world, and then we move on to his avatar as Ram and his life story with Sita, which are very well presented by Mithila artists. And then we have the story of Krishna, who we know is very famous for his episodes with Radha and many gopinis, which are all present in this gallery. And then we culminate Vishnu with the painting, with the etching print of Dasavatara and the Bahana of Vishnu. And then we start with the 11th incarnation presented by Asa Dangol. And then there is the gallery completing with Shiva and his various forms, as in the temple of Muktinath, as the dance god Nritya Nateshwar, as his form with his Shakti, which is presented in various art forms, contemporary, traditional, in Mithila style, etc. And also his Ardhanareshwar form, where he is half the male and half the female form. These are playing cards of the Das Avatara, featured in playing cards. When the present times contemporary playing cards were not available in Nepal, this is how they were made, and it has been preserved by the family of our president, Sagar Samsir Rana. I now take you to the gallery of Shakti, the female manifestation of the goddess of power and strength and love and prosperity. And this is an artwork that represents the ferocious Kali and the Lakshmi, as well as the Saraswati. Now we move to two galleries where various artists have presented various forms of Shakti, beginning from Saraswati, Lakshmi, the 8 manifestations of Durga, the Ashtamatrikas, the Navadurgas. They are all present here in various art forms like Mithila, Pauba, traditional, contemporary, etc. We are now in the gallery of Buddhism. We start the exhibition of the Buddhist gallery with the Adi Buddha and then represented by the stupa, in which the Pancha Buddha is present. And then we move to various single works depicting different Pancha Buddhas, as you can see in this gallery. Then we move to the life of the Shakyamuni Buddha. An artist has presented, Shyamlal Shrestha has presented the whole life of Buddha in a single canvas. And then we see the modern presentation of the Buddha in various ways, as can be seen in this gallery. This is a spectacular repoussé copper art by Rajkumar Shakya. He unfortunately had to leave our artistic world of Nepal during the COVID, but however we thought his presence must be felt in this exhibition through some artwork, and this is one of the finest artworks and one of the finest artists we have today, Rajkumar Shakya. This is the mezzanine floor, which represents the mapping of Indra Jatra festival, the biggest festival of Kathmandu, and there are many artworks here which present forms of various deities present during the festival, and the mapping is present in this form as well as on the floor that you can see here. And then there are lots of pedestals placed around, which shows the stops where the chariots, the rathas of Kumari, Ganesh and Bhairav, they move around, and the significance of those spots where the chariots stop is explained in these play cards. This image of Indra that you can see here is actually in the form of a statue, almost life-size, which is presented in the Indra Jatra on top of a pedestal very high up, where he is tied because of coming to earth to get flowers for his mother. The human beings not having recognized him, he is tied to the post. And then the Jatra, the festival, is celebrated to appease him again. This installation is made by a very famous artist, Lok Chitrakar, and he has presented his 108 Lokeshwars in this semicircular form, so that visitors, when they walk into the semicircle, they can immerse themselves in the compassion of the Lokeshwara that we can see represented in this installation. This gallery presents various deities of Buddhism, female deities, male deities, Lokeshwaras, Samvaras, Taras, Mahankals, Bhairavs, and then exits with a painting of the festival and a painting of the spirits which belong to the physical world that we live in, exiting from the spiritual journey to our mundane world that we live in. This exhibition also includes, together with the tangible forms of art, the intangible forms as well, which are the skills and various practices executed by the artists of Nepal. This booth here shows you the Nag Puja from the Maithil culture. It's an installation by the artist Hari Om Mehta, which features the wall just like they do in their personal houses, and then the presentation of the Nag made on either sides of the door, so that and venerated so that the Nags do not enter the households. And then we have the last booth here. This installation is that of the Chitrakars, which is called Pukala, which represents the festival, the cultural festival of Bhim Ratharohan, that is the 77th birthday of an adult, and various kinds of art forms are made in this festival. We can see the decoration of the mandala, the paintings on that, the paintings on paper, the paintings on cane trays, and the paintings on these terracotta utensils, as well as the chariot here. I hope you enjoyed as well as became enlightened through our exhibition, Deities of Nepal. Thank you.